Heavy grams.
Heavy grams. Heavy grams. Let's get it.
Heavy grams.
Heavy grams. Heavy grams, man. Y'all tap in. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Let's get it poppin'. Let's go. Yo, this your boy KG9K. We are in the Heavy Grams Hotbox once again. Man, we got a good one tonight, man. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I go by the Godfather, THEGAWDFATHA.
Woo.
On Facebook, IG, Spotify, SoundCloud, anything you got, I got.
There it is. That's beautiful, man. You reached out. I've been following you, and you've been following me for a long time now, actually, on Facebook, social media, and all that shit. Then we ran into each other at the Moray shoot.
Yep.
Then that popped off. Then we touched base on business with stickers.
Of course.
Fire. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know who you are.
Man, I played my first show in the Ville at the Rock Shop. I think I was 19 back in like 2013, 2014. And I was under a different alias back then. Changed it over and wanted to give myself a more in-depth storyline and add some backstory to where I come from and incorporate my means, my views, my principles into the art that I'm creating.
Thanks.
And that was where I came up with the Godfather, because I have a big sense of family, loyalty, respect, unity, bringing the family together. And then I'm also working on a collective which will be entitled The Mob, standing for the Masters of Business Building. It stands with two B's.
Okay.
Where artists can come, and it doesn't necessarily have to be hip hop artists. You know, I'm working with you with the interview, photographers, videographers, even live artists doing portraits of different artists, so on and so forth, vocalists, producers, anything that has to do with the arts. I'm trying to push that, promote that, and bring that to a higher light. With that being said, my album is dropping on 4/20, and I am here talking with you primarily about that. That has actually been in the works for probably going on 5 years now.
Okay.
I started composing and producing in Ableton Live about 5 years ago.
Gotcha.
And my composition was down. I took piano in theory for 2 years when I was 18, and originally I was wanting to work with bands because I was a keyboard player, but no band would stay consistent. So I was like, how am I going to do this on my own?
Facts.
So I then broke out, and I went to my first rave.
Oh,
I was
dive right in.
I was like 18. I'm like, hey yo, this is live.
Okay.
And I was like, I looked at him. I'm like, I bet I could do that.
Okay.
So I started working with Fruity Loops and a couple other programs, and nothing really stuck until I found Ableton. Started working with that, but I had my composition, so I want to build my mix downs and my masters to where you can play this on the radio and it's like, hey, this sounds like that's supposed to be there. So that's been my journey for the past couple of years, is really developing my sound techniques and being able to tell a progressive story with just the music.
Gotcha.
That's why my first album is a dance album. I want to be it's a mixture of dance and cinema. So I want you to take you on a story, but yet you can still run these tracks in the club.
So you try to just you could hit this one. You could play the same song at different vibes.
Exactly.
Nutty buddy.
Exactly. And that's been the goal with this album, is to try and give a cinematic, emotional feel, but still be able to have a energetic, danceable vibe to it.
Okay, I see what you're doing there. I like that. Did you ever DJ?
Yes, I've been DJing. As I said, I started DJing in the clubs when I was 19, back in 2013,
Gotcha.
I believe, was when I did my first show. I played a lot of shows at the Rock Shop in Fayetteville. I played in Raleigh, Charlotte, Charleston, South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. Did a show out of DC one time. That was a hip hop show back with my boy Little Nate. And
you was running the whole show, DJing.
Yeah, I was the main DJ for the show. We that specific show, we actually a homeboy of mine had a live drummer, so it was we had the DJ.
I love live music.
Yeah, he was a gospel drummer, and it was the DJ, the gospel drummer, and the vocalist, and it was one of my favorite hip hop performances that I ever did. It was very original, and everybody did their jobs well. The drummer, he was a gospel drummer. He was fantastic of just picking music up and being able to play with it, and it made sense.
Got you.
Like it didn't sound like, oh, why is this here? Like it was in time. Everything was in tune. And then my boy Little Nate also, he spit his bars prophetically. Like everything fit in time with the way that the pieces were supposed to be done. So that was a very unique experience.
Yeah, man. So how'd you get your name? Like you said, the Godfather?
Yes.
Fire.
Yes.
Fire. The stickers was nutso too. But how'd you get your name?
So I was always a fan of your old school mobster movies.
Mafia joints.
And obviously The Godfather, Goodfellas,
Facts.
Everything in that genre, and being from the urban area, from the streets, like that was how I came up. But I wanted to bring I wanted it to be less ratchet and bring a more elegant sense to it, and get to some of the core values that were held in that time.
Facts.
The sense of loyalty, family, not turning on one another, people running their mouth in the streets, so on and so forth. Like it was a way of holding a standard.
Facts.
And setting a standard for other people to follow. And even when I told my homeboy like that I was switching my name up and that this is what I was gonna go with, he's just like, bro, people are gonna look at you funny. Like, who are you? What are you doing? You got this name. What you gonna do to back it up?
You sauced it too, though. So.
Yeah. So and like that was another thing, changing up the wording, because that's how a lot of and as I said, the first album is dance music, but I also have a lot of roots in hip hop.
Got you.
that was how it started, was playing house parties way back in the day in St. Paul's. And
hey, see,
bro,
St. Paul.
We had like 800 people out in the country on 2 acres of land back in the day, and that was where everything started. And I was playing
shit.
Yeah, well, not that big.
I said what that is.
But yeah, we that was where I first started, and I was playing hip hop, and then it progressed, and I got deeper into the actual music, and went with dance music, and switched my alias up, and I wanted to take myself, the story, and what I was leaving behind for others more seriously. I was like, so what do I really want this to represent?
Got you.
And anybody who knows anything about the dance music community, you've heard EDM, you've heard Plur, all that corporate fucking bougie ass bullshit
nonsense, and
what the people originally did with it in the 90s, peace, love, unity, respect.
It was a vibe.
Like, it wasn't a acronym that you threw around for no reason. It was a way of life. So I wanted to take that way of life, fuse the two ways of life with hip hop, and then what we were doing with the dance music community, because that's what I'm about. I'm about fusing different styles of music.
Thanks.
This first album is a mixture of trap and Jersey Club.
Okay. You said Jersey Club? Yes. Like up north, the Jersey Club?
Yes. Yeah, the whole doom.
Oh,
doom,
okay.
Doom,
got you.
That shit. So those are the main two influences on this album, and the next one is going to be a collaborative album with primarily hip hop and R&B artists, just because I want to switch things up and like show that I can do more than one thing.
Thanks.
And but that was also part of the name, bringing everything together, and then it all ties back to the meaning, which goes back to that original meaning, but when it became mainstream, when it was made corporate, it was just letters. It lost the meaning.
Lost the meaning. Got you.
So I'm bringing up a new name, same meaning.
Okay, just a different vibe.
But bringing it back to the underground roots, to where everything is like, nah, look, this is how this isn't something that's just said, this is how we live.
Facts. That's definitely facts. That's sick, man. I like the twist on with GAWD.
Yeah.
Then it's FATHA, right?
Because people in the streets are like, on God, bro.
On God, Neil. Yeah, that's fire, man. No cap. With the music, man. So you rap primarily?
No, I'm a producer primarily. I am thinking about doing some vocal work this year, rapping and singing. But this I have a feature from my homeboy in Minnesota. I believe is where he's from. A dude named Rico Act.
Okay.
But he raps primarily on dance music. That was how he came up. Hip hop community don't know much about him, but dance music kids love him to death, and he's a good rapper.
Okay. Got you.
But other than him, it's all music. Before I released any vocal work, I had to prove to myself, okay, cool, I can make the beat from scratch, I can pose the instrumentals from scratch, I can mix it and master it before I'm ever going to say a word on it, because the music comes before everything. That's what it's about. Like,
facts.
I love the lyrics too, but that was why I was in rock when I was younger, because it was less vocals, more music.
Got you. Facts.
So I'm getting back to that. Then after this, y'all hear something.
Okay, might put something out there.
You know
what I'm saying?
Y'all hear something out of my mouth before it's all said and done. I promise you.
Okay, bet. So on the producer side of it, you know what I'm saying? What are kind of like your favorite artists? You know what I'm saying, that you work with? You know, just to put, you ain't gotta rank them. You ain't gotta put them in no order. You know what I'm saying? Just what's the vibe?
I tell you what. I'm gonna have to do this in genres.
Damn.
Because it all it's so varied. So varied. So with dance music, I actually got to meet a lot of my the people that I looked up to, I guess you would say. I don't want to say idols because I don't idolize them, but they were like big brothers. Like
influences.
Yes, there we go. Influences.
There you go.
These were people that I wanted to learn from. I listened to them for, you know, their techniques on sound design and composition and how they like made the tracks come together the way that they did. One big one was Mayhem and Annie Serum. Mayhem is out of Atlanta. He does EDM trap music, but he also produces for a lot of hip hop artists in Atlanta.
Also Marshmello type shit?
Yes, but no, he was before Marshmello. He's been in the game for about 20 years now.
So he pioneering it.
Yeah, he was actually one of the founders of bringing that genre from hip hop to dance music.
Ooh, nice.
But he's actually done tracks with Waka Flocka and like Mr. Carmack.
Okay, the energy is different.
Yeah, so he's very talented, down to earth dude. Annie Serum was kind of on the same vibe, but he was more towards dubstep dance music, and he was from San Francisco. They got together, collabed. We actually bought them. My homeboy brought them both to Raleigh. I got to meet them, work with them a little bit. That was dope.
Nice.
Buku, we brought Buku was a trap dubstep artist. We brought him.
Dubstep.
Yeah, man. The best way to describe his shit is wonky. Like, if you are fucked up in the club and you hear that, you're like,
what the fuck is
like, what the fuck just came on?
Changed it up.
That is Robert.
Got you.
Buku is that dude. We brought him to Fayetteville to the Rock Shop many years ago, and I got to be on stage with him for his set. I didn't play that show, but it was cool that I could get to see one of my icons coming up in that industry, like stand on stage behind him. Like, I remember him like turning back and looking at me. He's just like, yo, I'm playing some unreleased shit. Shh.
Okay. Boom.
Okay. I still play that track in the club to this day.
That's fine.
It's an amazing track. Cake Dough Cheddar. What's the name of the track?
Got you. So that's on the dance side, right?
So for hip hop, we're gonna go with David Banner.
DB.
David Banner is a very big.
I ain't heard of. Oh man.
Yeah, he's one of, so far as hip hop influences, very big hip hop production influence.
Major.
Let's see. Of course, Swiss Beats.
Swizzy.
Hey. Lord, God, I can't think of his name right now.
Was he is he a bigger name?
Yeah, the biggest name that there is in hip hop. That's from.
Is he a 90s. DJ?
No, he's primarily a producer. Worked with Jay-Z and fucking everybody.
Oh God, the white guy with the.
Nope, black dude. I'll come back to it.
Okay.
But,
you gonna come in?
Of course, we got Metro Boomin. Love all of the 808 Mafia. So far as R&B, there's one R&B producer that I fell in love with his production style. He goes, he produces a group called They. It's a new it's like R&B hip hop group that's out of Los Angeles, and the producer's a dude named Dante Jones, and he's actually a 2-time Grammy Award nominee.
Okay.
but some of the cleanest R&B I've heard in a long time.
Got you.
Jazz, sir, all day long.
You know what? I haven't really tapped into the jazz, but you know what? I respect it. Because it takes a lot of talent to do it, but I haven't really tapped into jazz. I feel I might need to tap into
honestly,
jazz.
I started listening to jazz when I got really stoned.
Okay, yeah, that's when it came in. Oh my god!
I needed to chill, and it was a vibe.
That's nuts. It
was a vibe, and it's laid back, and then especially with the saxophone, horns, all that good stuff, and laid back drums. I love the composition of jazz, and there's some hints of jazz composition on my album, but it's a more energetic.
Got you.
It's a more energetic vibe. There's also a dude from Germany named Rascal, and he does jazz beats, but think hip hop subs and drums with jazz instrumentals.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like a chill hip hop beat.
Okay.
But you got some jazz guitar, some saxophone, very laid back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Recommend A1.
Okay, so that's where it's at.
So that's some of my my influences come from.
Yeah. Okay, that's dope. No cap. You got a team? Or are you dolo? What's the deal? What we doing?
Yes.
You do got a team.
I have a group of people that I collectively work with all over the country.
Got you. Yeah, man. Let's tap into diversity, man. Just being, say it out there and throw it out there. Just being a white guy in the rap scene, man. That's got to be tough out the gate. So, I mean, what was going through your mind when you jumped in?
Man, me personally, I grew up in a lot of predominantly black neighborhoods.
Got you.
And most of my closest friends growing up have always been dark-skinned. Me personally, I never think anything of it. Coming up, especially starting to do shows in the dance community, it's a multicultural type of music. So you've got black people, Chinese people, white people, Hispanics, every type of people comes out. But it was interesting because I didn't see myself that way, but there was a couple instances having a residency in a primarily black club. I'll walk in, I'm different. Like one of the things that I was known for, one of the things that I was known for at House of Sin was I had a purge mask that I would wear with the LED lights on it and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And especially when I put that motherfucker on, you can only imagine the looks I got. Like I'd walk by somebody and
what the fuck? Like it's lit.
Is he gonna kill me?
Okay, what are you doing here? It's just like it's
like, is it cool? Should I be scared?
Is he good? Can I keep living my life?
Got that a lot. And like there was occasionally people that knew me. They're like, you're where you belong.
Yeah, facts.
You know, you're here for the community. You're here for the culture. Don't go fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
But the people came in from out of town, didn't really know who I was. Like I'd get that little like,
who the fuck is this white boy?
Who this guy?
Okay, who is this white boy?
Who this white boy? Okay. Why are you here?
And then
do you see where you're at?
Then you pull up. Do you think it's like holy shit?
And like when people looked at me like that, I made sure to find my people that were higher up in ranking that kind of ran shit around where we were at. Like, nah, I know this dude. These my people, so on and so forth.
Okay,
like,
we good to go.
I've been here. You're new. I've been here.
Facts, man. That's dope, man. That you overcame all of the, you know what I'm saying, the leaps and bounds. Because at the end of the day, you had to fit in. And
ain't no leaps and bounds. We all bleed red, man. I love everybody equally.
Hey, like, y'all hear it. No cap, man. I like to kind of dive in with a question, you know what I mean? Like, who do you compare yourself to? Like, if you was just sitting like, man, I'm not saying like, oh, he molded me, you know what I'm saying? But like, who was like, damn, he kind of remind me of myself, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, so far as comparisons go, musically, there's a dude named Troy Boy. He's a producer, and very fantastic producer, and he's a multi-genre producer as well. Gotcha. So he works with dance music, hip-hop, R&B, and he puts his own twist on all of that. Okay. And I learned a lot from him, but there's also been people reference that, like, hey, like, you sound kind of like this guy, and I feel like I am nowhere near on his level yet, because this dude's from London, tours the world,
big comparison,
making millions.
That's
like
a blessing.
I'm not there.
Okay, hey,
but I'm trying.
I take it.
I'm trying,
but I'm not there.
Now I get the whole posting. Like,
is that post?
Like no, it's my brother.
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Facts.
But yeah, actually at the last residency I had at Sparky's, one of the other DJs called me Pre Malone.
Pre Malone, Post Malone. Hey, that's saucy.
And like he would announce that shit over the mic in front of the whole club, and I was like,
man,
what's up, guys?
Like son of a bitch.
I guess I got braids too.
Okay, I'm in here.
No tattoos on the face though.
Hey, but I'm here. I'm here though. Hey, that's fire, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, bro, and everything you do for the culture, and I'm looking forward to all the projects that you got coming up, man. I'm in tune, no cap. You know, we vibing, we clicked up. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can reach you again, man.
Again, it's The Godfather, THEGAWDFATHA. The name of the tape coming out is Shadow of a Man. I hope you guys enjoy it. It will be being bumped in the club around North Carolina and South Carolina for the rest of this year, and then I will have more projects out very shortly.
Okay. Hey, and we here, baby. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tapping in with Heavy Grams, man. And we out.